Hello, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you all doing great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are safe and you are happy. And today's reading will be about your 2 years ahead. But instead of just laying out the cards and seeing what's in it for you, those 2 years ahead, what you can expect, we will ask spirits what they can tell you about your 2 years ahead. So we totally have 4 groups. This is group number 1 with rose quartz. This is group number 2 with moonstone. This is group number 3 with amethyst. And this is group number 4 with celestite. Okay, so pick a pile, pick a number, pick a stone, see what you feel the most drawn to, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, group number 1, rose quartz. So the first thing that I see with your cards, what kind of spirits are coming through to guide you and to be with you, to support you in this period 2 years ahead. I'm seeing a very healing spirit, someone who has a very protective energy, but also someone who just kind of feels like a warm hug, and you can actually already feel this kind of energy coming towards you, or you will feel it very soon. You will start feeling it very soon after this reading, because this reading, if you feel connected to it, it speaks about your 2 years ahead. So you will start feeling this warmth coming to you. Also, this warmth sometimes can be a little bit, it's kind of a mix of warmth and support, like a mother's hug, but it also like encouragement, also like a push to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your zone when you feel safe, in a way that you don't actually go after what you want and you don't progress. So with the transformation, with the healer and with the root chakra cards, which represents spirits that will be with you in 2 years ahead, going with you on that journey, learning, establishing something, happening, making manifestations happen. What kind of spirit this is? For some of you, I'm sensing very strongly that this is a female, that spirit that once was a female from your family line, maybe your mother, or grandmother, or someone that you have been close to, but not necessarily. Actually, now I'm looking at this root chakra card. It's like bloodline thing, but you may not even knew this person when they were alive. Maybe you haven't been born yet even. So yeah, for some of you, this comes through blood kind of thing, family line. For others, I'm actually seeing like a spirit that comes from nature, and the spirit that comes from nature, it's more like an entity that is very protective of you, that gives you all of the possibilities of healing that comes from earth, that comes from nature. It could be fairy, or it could be that could also be a fairy, that could also be a animal spirit, but it's like an addition to that, like to that more higher, more powerful entity. Like with that entity, with that spirit from nature, from earth, also comes fairies and animal spirits. And especially for those who will feel more this spirit from earth, this nature spirit, this will be very, very transformative. And I feel like for many of you, this will be transformative because it will help you to even change your beliefs. Not that your beliefs are not set in the right way at this moment, but from this moment and 2 years ahead, you will kind of reevaluate your values, you reevaluate your morals and your beliefs, and you will kind of have new foundations laid, new light being ignited, because you will know really what is meaningful for you. Because I feel like for some of you, you have karmic ties with your ancestors, with your past family members, maybe even for some of you from past life, and those karmic ties kind of influenced your behavior, it kind of influenced your beliefs, and now you're kind of shedding all of that, and you're feeling like it's time for you to really go through that tunnel that has been built by others, and really to find your own light, to really find what really matters for you. And I'm seeing you working with crystals because you will feel guided to do so. You will see a lot of light coming to you, and it not just like metaphorically light coming to you, but you will also see light. I'm seeing you seeing the light like reflections of light that you think that comes almost like out of nowhere, and that will be your spirit guides, these spirits that will help you to go forward into your journey. That this is how they will show their support, this is how they will show that they are with you and near you. Your third eye chakra will get stronger, and that will be a very transformative experience for you. But I'm also seeing that spirit guides are telling that you need to strengthen your root chakra before you can make your third eye chakra stronger, and maybe even to open, because now it's maybe a little bit blocked. And to do that, to strengthen your root chakra, I'm sensing that you need to be more in tune with your true powers, with your true abilities, which can be strengthened in nature, and which can be strengthened with you being more confident and accepting your true authenticity, accepting your authentic path. And we have the Death card here with the tarot, and we have Transformations card, which basically the Death card, this is what it means, you know, transformation. So I feel like you will go through that tunnel, and you will be guided, and you will be supported by the spirit to have this old you will end, and the new you will begin, and this will be very powerful. We have also the card of strength, of character and moral integrity, which really just kind of sums up what I have told you. You finding your true path, you finding your own set of values, your own set of beliefs, and you building the foundation of morals that really is meaningful for you. With the breath card and with the energy card, I'm also sensing that you, some of you at least, will really get more into spirituality. You will start meditate, you will start experiencing what kind of energy comes from you, like you will be able to more sense what you can do with your energy. You will become better with manifestations. You will start working with crystals, and I feel like you will feel very guided towards one or two crystals, maybe rose quartz, because we have rose quartz here, but not necessarily. Maybe clear quartz, or for some of you also could be emerald, malachite, aventurine, garnet. Yeah, these stones kind of popped into my head, so for sure you might be drawn working with them, or you will feel very drawn to working with some sort of crystal, which will be very meaningful and very transformative experience as well. Don't ignore that feeling, okay? Don't ignore the feeling that you need to connect with some sort of crystal if you get the urge to do that. Okay. Yeah, connection with animals. You might actually see 2 years ahead, you know, in this period you might see a lot of shadow animals. Like when you look around in around your room and there's the shadow figure like of a cat or like a bird, that actually is spirit animals or shadow animals coming to you and bringing you some sort of message. So also don't get scared and just kind of try to understand what kind of a message are they bringing to you. So the most important thing that I'm seeing what will happen in these 2 years is that you'll have many transformations, but it will sum it up into one huge revelation that, like giving birth to new you and finally having the life, not necessarily that you think you deserve, but actually the life that you want. And the life that you want is actually the life that you deserve. And I feel like you move very fiercely and in a very determined way towards that. After you start those old foundations, those old things, you will kind of hear the cracking, and you then from that point, after you hear that, no one will be able to stop you, and you will have the support from spirits, and you will just march forward and have those beautiful dreams happen for you. And the more peaceful you are, I feel, the more grateful even you feel, day by day, every day. The easier it will be for you to have this final breakthrough. With the Knight of Wands card, this energy, sure, it's a little bit fast. It can be a little bit unstable, right? But, it kind of makes sense. Because for a very long time you felt like you have lived in any shadows for some of you. For others, it maybe felt like you are living someone else's life. And now, when you having this breakthrough, when you finally feel so supported and so confident and so strong that the path, and you feel that the path ahead of you is clear, that you can finally see that light towards the end of the tunnel, you will use this energy. And I feel like this energy will kind of burst out from you, from your heart, from your soul, and it won't be like hot-headed energy. It will be just the energy of feeling so vital, so energized, so determined and optimistic even, to go after that light, to go after all of those dreams that had been building up in your life, and you were kind of pushing them aside, you were pushing them from your mind. Now you will feel like, okay, it's time, it's your time, it's your opportunity to finally live the life that you want. And you will do it again with the moral integrity. And this card represents what spirits are wishing for you. And they're wishing for you, and they're inspiring in you that strength of character and moral integrity. And the quote here says that character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. And this makes total sense, because you went through a lot of the things. You went through a lot of the burdens, right? You have been overwhelmed. You have been beaten down. You fell down. And now it's finally time for you to get back on your feet, have that root chakra kind of intact, have that healing energy come to you, allow it to heal you, allow it to nurture you, and then march forward onto the new journey, which will be pretty much amazing. The spirits are supporting you, and you will be so happy that you are allowing this energy into your life, that you are not hiding from your powers for some of you, that you are not hiding anymore from what is really out there. Maybe you have been ignoring the signs, maybe you have been ignoring your potential of being a healer or of being a psychic or doing something spiritually. Now you will see that there is no need to do that, that you can be who you want to be, and that you can go on to that beautiful inspired path. And again, with this card, I'm sensing that a lot of you will actually reevaluate your beliefs. Some of you will have kind of falling out, if we can say that, with your religious beliefs, and you will gain new perspectives. I'm also sensing that this probably will be just for a small amount of you who chose this group or the stone, but for some of you, you will be also supported and guided by your past lifetimes soulmate. With this card, I'm seeing this very, very clearly, but I'm sensing more that this past lifetime soulmate is actually a woman. So yeah, I'm sensing that this also the energy that will guide you, and the energy that will help you to get it right in regards of love and relationships, if you have been kind of dealing with that and not doing the very best job that you can. I'm sensing that you will be able to be more vulnerable, and you will be able to open up more, and that will come from that confidence and stability and empowerment and healing that you will feel towards yourself, from that self-love, from that compassion to self, that will kind of be like a door that will open the door for you to be the same with others and to let kind of others in. With the Eight of Wands reversed, this is very interesting energy, but I'm also kind of understanding why it's here. And okay, so I'm hearing two messages actually. So one message is that you get on track, you have the breakthrough, and you go, and then you kind of finally stop and realize, this is where I want to be, and this is where I want my life to kind of not to stagnate, the point that it stagnates from, but the point that it's being inspired for years to come, almost like that. And you don't see the need, the necessity to do even more, to search for even more. Not that you won't learn, not that you won't evolve, but you won't have the need to seek for truth, to seek for purpose, because you will have that. You will have that fulfillment, and you will not be on the quest for meaning of life, because you will have it, you will feel it in your soul, you will feel it in your bones. The other message that I'm getting with this is actually not like a warning, but more like where you should pay attention to. It's like, with all of that energy, with all of those opportunities, with all of those spirits that support you, you will be quite powerful, and you will have ability to do a lot with your life. And it might be a little bit easy at times to really just choose the wrong direction again. This is where the strength of character and moral integrity comes, that you really would choose the right path, that you really would choose your dreams, your authentic path, not something that you think that will be easier, and not something that you will feel that it would be more fun. On a more practical level, this card can also represent you coming home. I know this is not the card that actually, originally speak about that, but this is what I'm sensing from this reading. And I'm hearing coming home. So maybe you have been traveling somewhere far, or you will be traveling, for a year or a year and a half. And then, 2 years from now, you will come back and you will kind of settle down. I'm also sensing on more practical level with these cards, that those who have been in, I don't want to say any toxic connection, but more like in connection that wasn't really working out, I feel like you will realize what is the true meaning of it, what is the true purpose of it, all of that happening in your life, and you will know what to do with that connection, either to reconcile or to let it go of it completely. But it won't be anymore like that cat and mouse kind of chase. You will know exactly what you want to do with it, or what you want from it. Okay. I'm also with this card seeing that something is being born. Not necessarily an actual pregnancy, like physical pregnancy, but could be, as we talked, new you being born, but also could be some project, some idea, something that will be very, very meaningful for you. Something is being born here. Yeah, you have beautiful spirits protecting you and supporting you, guiding you. It's like you have the whole earth, the whole nature behind you, and it supports you. It's like giving the gifts to you. It hugs you. When you're going to sleep, actually, I'm also hearing when you're going to sleep, you can feel sometime this, right before you fall asleep, like this warmth, like this, I don't even know how to explain it, like this energy coming to you. Or you might dream very pleasant dreams sometimes when you really are in need of nurture, of having someone, like when you feel like you need someone to take care of you, almost like, yeah. And the female spirit that I talked about before will also help you to deal with any sensuality, sexuality, motherhood problems that you have. So if you do have those problems, if there's something there, not the way it should be, or you feel like something might be wrong, just try to connect with that spirit. And I'm pretty sure you know what spirit that is. Listen to your intuition, and that spirit will help you to understand the cause of the problem, or even to think of solution. Of course, if you need medical help, and I'm not saying I'm seeing here that you need a medical help. I'm just saying that if you feel like you maybe need a medical help, go to the doctor. But if this is something more like karmic or spiritual, the spirit can help you to deal with that. Okay, group number 1, I think that's it. That was kind of long. I hope this was helpful. I'm seeing beautiful things happening in your life, in 2 years, during 2 years. So yeah, be excited. It might not always be easy, but it will be definitely worth it. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Okay, group number 2, or Moonstone. So we have your cards, and we have one card that represents your spirit guides that will support you, in this period, 2 years ahead, reversed. And this card represents angelic energy. So it might be just for a very few of you, but it could be that you kind of like having maybe doubts that you are not supported by angels, or you are asking a lot of your angels. And I know this message might be a little bit strange, but I'm getting from it like you need to trust more your own power. And again, this might be just for a few of you. We will talk about other energies in a minute. But from this card, I'm sensing that maybe you are like always needing like reassurance, always needing for a sign. You doing just something very small, but you always ask for a sign to confirm you if you are doing the right thing. So for me, this message, for me, this energy kind of speaks that you need to trust yourself more, that you kind of need to loosen up that cord that you have with your angels. And I'm not saying that you should not trust them, not listen to them, not confide in them. No, no, no. I'm just saying that sometimes you need to just do the thing, do the job. I don't know, whatever you are doing, but like not always to think that you need to get confirmed for in everything, that you always need to get a sign. Because when you, even for the smallest things, when you feel like you need to get a sign, you get confused and your intuition gets clouded, and those messages, those signs that you actually are being shown by your angels, they getting cluttered by an actual amount of the signs that you are asking, and by the amount of the signs that you think that you are seeing. So it seems like this energy wants to say that you need to declutter the noise, and declutter the amount of signs that you want to get. But because we are looking in 2 years ahead, energies, I'm feeling that you will be succeeded at that you will have that, and you will release that noise, that need for that noise, that need for looking for the signs where there are none, and you will be able to really just on more higher, on more pure even level, to connect with those angels, with guides that support you and guide you. Another energy that I'm getting here is shamanic energy, like witch-like energy. So it could be that someone from your family line or your past lifetime family line was a shaman or a witch, and now they are kind of supporting you. Now they are even trying to teach you some ways how to use those powers that you inherited from them and from your past lifetimes. So yeah, because we also have here High Priestess and we have here Destiny, I'm getting very strong energy and very strong feeling that you actually in your past lifetime have been a witch yourself, or a shaman, or someone who worked with energies, someone who worked with spirits. Maybe you were a medium, and yeah, and I'm sensing that you had someone Maybe you worked as a healer, or you were a witch and you had like a mentor, and that mentor in this lifetime also is guiding you towards this path that you meant to go on, towards the destination that you need to reach, towards your destiny. But this energy is it's not like dark magic energy, it's not like gloomy witchy energy. It's more like nature, alternative medicine, healing with crystals, that kind of energy. I'm also seeing dragons here, so it could be that you will see mythical creatures out of nowhere, like in your dreams, or maybe even scrolling through Facebook or something like that. And that is actually the spirit's way of getting your attention, of them reminding you your true potential, your true powers, your past lifetime. But it could be that for some of you just have someone who was like that in your family line this lifetime or past lifetime. Okay, with this card also I'm getting more like fairies, again magical forest kind of feeling. So you probably had a lifetime, some of you at least, in a very magical kind of period or place where magic was alive, when, or at least where people believed in magic, and you have a lot knowledge built up in you from that lifetime, from that period, and you have a lot of spirits and entities attached to you from that period and that lifetime, and they are still coming and finding their way to this lifetime, to this time, and trying to help you in all sorts of ways. Some of them protecting your dreams, or sending you messages from dreams, sending you healing energy, helping you communicate with crossed loved ones. Some of you could also be good at communicating with animals, of understanding animals also. I'm seeing working with water, so maybe you could actually use water, like talk to water and use it for healing, or you could see, you could make predictions with water, like water spraying or something like that. So yeah, definitely. I'm seeing you coming from a very old family line or very old time again. But all of that lifetime, all of that energy ties into what you need to do in this lifetime. Because if you refuse to acknowledge that, if you refuse to understand that part of yourself, or kind of explore that part of yourself, it will be kind of harder for you to find happiness and harmony in this lifetime. Spirit guides want you to understand what is your destiny, that following your true authentic path is your destiny, and understanding all of this, allowing these spirits to show as your destiny, is a part of your destiny. Yeah. Angelic energy, I'm sensing that too. But it also could be a loved one who kind of crossed over, but it crossed over to become like an angel, or like a higher being, or angel's helper, something like that. So all of these spirits I'm seeing will guide you in this period, and 2 years ahead you will be able to find harmony. If you were lacking it, you will be able to find much more happiness, and I feel like you will be able to kind of get more comfortable in your own skin if you haven't been able to do that. I'm seeing you being very like quirky and very weird, but like not being afraid to be this way and owning that. Okay, with the tarot cards, I'm seeing that for some of you, your destiny is to acknowledge your, the secrets that lie within you. This is High Priestess card. So all of that unknown energy, unknown facts that lie within you that actually could be known, you could make them known if you tap into that frequency. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you could be able to build something materially wealthy out of your spiritual knowledge, from your spiritual practice, so like spiritual business. And for those who had enemies from past lifetime, I don't know, that sounds a little bit creepy and a little bit weird, but like I feel like some of your, maybe enemies, harsh word, but like people that tried to maybe diminish your work or diminish you in some way, or they didn't believe what you can do, they kind of also reincarnated to this lifetime, and I feel like you met this person in this lifetime as well. And maybe at some point they had some influence, on you. They had some negative input in your life, but I'm sensing that because you're allowing these spirits to help, because you're allowing your intuition to become stronger, your powers, your born right powers to become stronger, this energy, this person, or maybe even a few people won't be so successful of trying to put negativity on you, or like prevent you from reaching your true potential. Yeah, with this Ziggurat of Ur card, I feel like you're very protected. You have a lot of feminine energy guarding you and protecting you. You also have a lion protecting you, owl. It could be that this one spirit is changing form and sometimes represents themselves as a lion. Could be this mythical creature with lion head, I think, or they could represent themselves as owl. You can also actually see this spirit as I forgot how this thing is called. Like Libra, Justice, Scales. Yeah, sorry. The spirit could be represented by scales. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing that. Yeah. So in 2 years, I feel like enemies and negative energies that you felt like have been following you in a way, they will be removed from your life, and you will be able to create something very solid and very beautiful. There might be temptation, I'm seeing, with this card, with this fruit here that she's holding. I'm seeing that there might be some temptation that you should refuse in this period, but I feel like you will refuse, and because you will be able to have much more, to build much more, and to kind of have your legacy, your dynasty, in a way. On more practical, mundane, even day-to-day life level, I'm seeing that some of you might either get inheritance from someone, or like I'm seeing something is being sent to you from someone who is passed away. And I'm not saying that someone that you love or someone you care or know is going to die in 2 years. No, I'm just seeing that something might be passed on to you, maybe from someone who died a very long time ago. I'm also seeing a better connection with your family or your family's line spirits. Secrets. If you had secrets about your either birth, about, not you had secrets about your birth, but like you had have had secrets being told to you, like lies being told to you about your birth or your childhood or something like that. I feel like all of that will be revealed. Yeah, and dragons. I'm seeing dragons. There is some significance with dragons. Maybe you have dragon spirit protecting you. I don't know, I'm not sensing this fiery energy. I'm sensing more calm, airy, watery energy here, but, well, it really could be that dragon is also guiding you and protecting you. Yeah. I feel like in 2 years, during this period, within this period, you will understand that you hold the key to your power, you hold the key to your true potential and your true destiny, and who you can be and what you can be, and no one else really can decide that for you. And once you acknowledge that, once you admit that to yourself, you will be able to find harmony, divine harmony, and that will help you to create, that will help you to love, and that will help you to be very, very happy, to unlock every possible doors for happiness and love to come into your life. Okay, group number 2, or Moonstone. I think that's it. Wow, these readings are very long. I hope they were interesting, and I hope this was helpful. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 3, or Amethyst. So these are your cards, and for you, and I think for group number 4, fell out more cards, so we will work with that. The spirits that I'm seeing for your group number 3, or Amethyst, are actually a few very interesting ones. I will start with this card, which is more like understandable, as feminine energy. I feel like this is someone from your family, someone like a mother, and we have actually a nurturing heart and mother there in the card. So this is someone who loved you as a kid, as a child, someone who loved you very dearly. So this spirit, this energy will be guiding you from now and 2 years ahead, and maybe even more towards into the years. But here I'm seeing this energy really trying to protect you from anything that is not meaningful in your life, from anything that really can hurt you. And this energy could represent itself as an animal. With the wolf here and the moon, I'm sensing that you might see wolves out of nowhere, like on social media or something, where you might dream of white wolves. Also, I'm seeing that in your dreams, this energy, this spirit, can be very present. You will feel this energy, this spirit, the most at night or in late nights, when you like kind of that state when you're not really asleep, but you kind of tired enough to really zone out all of that is going on, in life, in this realm. So yeah, I'm seeing this, and I feel like you will be able to communicate with the spirit, or you are actually communicating with the spirit for quite some time now, because I'm getting very communicative energy from it. Like you could understand the spirit, and the spirit, of course, can understand you, but it's like you exchanging information with the spirit. Also on the moon here, yeah, very strong connection to the moon, to moon cycles. So yeah, I'm sensing that at night, in late evening, the spirit is very present in your life. So if you maybe like asking questions or wanting to make decision, because we have best possible decision card here, it's very possible that the spirit will help you to decide better, and you will be able to get clearer answer during this kind of time. Another interesting spirit that I'm seeing here is actually spirit or entity, it's better to say, is that will be guiding you is luck itself. And just when I was trying to understand how the luck can act as a guide, not as an energy and element. I got Fortuna's name in my head, so I think that the goddess Fortuna, or goddess that represents luck, will actually, or destiny, the goddess that represents destiny, will actually be guiding you. 2 years ahead, you will feel this goddess, this energy in your life quite a lot. And I feel that has to do with your own dual nature, because here we have the night, the moon, and here we have actually the sun. Sure, it's nearing towards the end, but it's still the sun, it's very bright. And I feel like because of this duality of yours, you will need, and you will be able to really understand what the dual nature means in your life and how it can benefit more than you. And because of when I do these readings, they basically almost for people who are spiritual, people who are more, and I'm not intent to do this way, but these are the kind of messages that come through. So I'm getting like this dual nature of yours will be able to kind of put your finger on your true gifts. Understanding this with these spirits help will help you to observe and understand what you can do with your powers and your gifts. And particularly this spirit, this energy, it's like nature's spirit as well, itself. Like you being so connected to spirit, and I mean, I'm saying spirit like the earth, like the nature, the core of it. So you will be very connected to this energy, to night's energy that will come to you in a form of a lost loved one, or someone who was very nurturing to you at some point. And also it will be connected and kind of conjunct by this energy of Fortuna. And I know this sounds very strange and confusing. Even to myself, as I'm saying all of this, it kind of sounds confusing, but this is what I'm hearing and seeing and feeling, so I have to tell you that. So this energy, and you know what, it makes sense, because this is the wheel of life, right? And we have this Fortuna energy come from this card, and we have here the night, we have here the day, and we have all of these energies, right? We have the moon, we have the sun, we have the nature, the spirit, right? The life itself. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I feel like you have been torn for a very long time because of this dual nature of yours. Maybe some of you are actually quite realistic and you don't allow yourself to be the spiritual person, or you feel like there is darkness within you and you don't know how to have that balance, how to manage it all, how to have harmony between those almost like two personalities that you have within yourself. But I feel like you will be able to do that, and you will be able to do that very well. You might see ravens also a lot. Overall, I'm seeing like birds, feathers, wings. This is one of the main indications that one of the spirit or entity will be near you and will help you. For some of you, you will actually need to mend or will merge. Yeah, merge, that's the word. Merge your life. Your new beginning, what you have started or you were thinking of starting, and what you did. All of that will need to be merged. New beginning, I'm sensing here, like absolutely new beginning, like closing the doors, to the past and never looking back. I don't see that is option here. It's not a good decision here. Things need to be merged, I'm seeing, and you will understand that 2 years ahead, right? During this period of time. There will be a lot of choices that you need to make. We have choices, knowledge, and illumination that spirits want from you. They want you to make good choices. They want you to be wise, and they want you to be enlightened. Like being illuminated and seeing the things for what they are, seeing the light where there is that light, not ignoring it. And with apple blossoms here, I'm also sensing like you will be very fruitful of knowledge, of wisdom, of even creative powers for some. And we also have here a best possible decision, right? So it clearly speaks about you making a good decision. And to make that good decision, this is where this Fortuna cards, I'm calling it Fortuna card, but spirit comes, like mending all of it and then trusting and leaping, but leaping with wisdom and knowledge that you have gained from past. During this period, I feel like you will become quite wonderful at observing your emotions, at observing what is going on around you, at observing the unknown and that thing that is not seen and understood. You will be able to see what others don't see anymore, or what they choose not to see. Yeah, I'm seeing an increase in faith with this trust card, more hope, and this trust will help you to make good decisions about your life. It will help you to trust that things will turn out for the best. It will help you to have that luck on your side. Yeah. And because we have quite a few cards that are blue. I'm sensing that there will be a lot of communication happening, and it could be communication with self, it could be communication with others, but I'm most likely feeling that this is the communication with the universe itself and with the spirit realm, with entities. With the tarot cards here, we have Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, and Fool reversed both, and we have Page of Cups. I'm seeing that 2 years ahead, during this period of time, spirits will help you to overcome any falsehoods, any betrayals, any cloud and fog that has been put in front of you, anything that made you feel, well, not made you feel, but like put you in a place that clouded your judgment about what is really going on in the world and in life, and preventing you from having your powers awaken, your spirituality awaken. And I feel like this is when you will realize that you actually don't need to start a new path, right? That you don't need to close the doors to the past and march forward, to some unknown place or somewhere where you can find yourself. You will realize that you actually, long time ago, you found yourself. You just have been put in a place and kind of cluttered with noise, and you kind of thought that you actually don't found yourself. You misunderstood your path in a way, and when all of that clears, when you have that guidance, when you have that observation, when you finally have that hope and faith and trust renewed in yourself, you will realize that there's no other place, there's no other way how you would choose to be or where you would choose to be, because this is exactly where you need to be, in that place that you have always wanted to be, or you have always have been, and maybe others told you that you should do this or that or go there on that, and you never really wanted to do that, but you did anyways because you felt like you should. I feel like in this time, 2 years ahead, you will realize that you have been on track, on your true track, on your true path all along. You just have been misguided sometimes, and you kind of lacked faith and lacked trust, and maybe thought that maybe you are going, on the wrong path, that you may be seeking the wrong thing, or you are wanting to reach the wrong destination. But you will realize that all along it's you who have been right. And I feel like this will not redirect you because you have been on the right path all along. This will only help you to have more perspective on how to approach those things, how to actually make it work, how to make it better for you, and you will be able to shed all of that no longer is serving you. And with the Page of Cups, I'm sensing that you will, some of you at least, will start small still. Although you have all the knowledge, although you have all the choices made, you will make the best possible decision for you. But you still will kind of start small, because you will want to be like a student and to, in a way, reaffirm yourself. And because you will start this way, because you will start as a student, as a Page of Cups, who is very in tune, who is very keen to understand emotion, who is quite naive in a way and romantic, you will be able to build such a huge foundation, because you won't come in as knowing it all into that situation, onto that path. You won't come in as knowing it all. You will come in as knowing very little, but in truth you know a lot. And that knowledge, all of that, will kind of double. And at the end, after this, you will come out not as a queen, not as a king, but like as a goddess. Because it makes sense. You are very supported. And honestly, I don't know if this reading makes sense. But this is what I'm seeing. It's an interesting reading, to be honest. Group number 3. But at the same time, it's quite confusing. On more practical level, right, you will be able to observe your emotions and your feelings better. You will be able to understand your needs of relationships better, what you need out of partner better. You will be able to understand why some or certain things did not work out before and how you can make it work for you in the future. For others also, I'm seeing that you will heal karma that you have been carrying on, and this will be just for very few of you or just one person. In the past lifetime, you ran from someone or something, you left hollow ground. I'm hearing that, like you left the ground, you left the thing, like kind of the ground that you stood on, where when you should have stayed, when you should have fight for, maybe. Honestly, I don't know, but like you left the ground that you should not have left, and you will be able to heal this karma, because now you won't run from what is coming towards you, what is meant for you, and you will kind of stand on your ground this lifetime, and that way you will be able to heal that. Also, on more practical level, I'm seeing that if someone has betrayed you, maybe like an air sign or someone who you had a lot of communications with, had a lot of words exchanged, bad or good. I'm seeing that this person, they might come towards you, but I'm seeing that you won't care for it. You will be open for a new start. So this I feel like more like a relationship situation for some of you. You won't be interested anymore. Oh, foxes. Yeah, foxes could be relevant. You might see foxes. Foxes might be your spirit animal as well as white wolf or cat. Or even, yeah, we have a lot of animal spirits here. But it makes sense because you are connecting all of the... Oh, and we haven't talked about why you need to merge that white and dark, right? That light and darkness. So this is because, as I mentioned before, you have to understand that this is the right place where you are, that you never needed somewhere else to go. And the other thing is actually that you need to, that you have to have this experience, that you have to have this darkness and lightness in you to be able to heal others. Because if you only understand, and you know, there are all sorts of healers, some of them never accumulated a level of darkness, I guess, but I'm talking about this here particularly and what I'm hearing. So if you never understood, if you never dealt with darkness yourself, it would be harder for you to become a warrior of light, because you would not know how to fight it, how to fight darkness, or how to understand how to fight darkness. So I'm seeing that this is why you needed all of this. You needed to merge all of those energies, that you needed to merge all of those sides and qualities, so you would be able to become like lights warrior, like a light worker maybe, in order, like a guardian of light, of spirit, of earth, of other people, right? So this is why this was needed. Okay, group number 3, or amethyst. Now this is really it. I'm sorry if this was confusing, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 4, or celestite. So these are our cards, and what I'm seeing right away, that the spirits that will guide you and protect you and will help you on your journey 2 years ahead is moon goddess, or moon energy overall. I'm also seeing watery creatures, watery entities, like water energy entities that live in forest, and also I'm seeing love goddess. These are the spirits and entities that I'm seeing right away, but some of them might come up later on as well. Some others might come up as well. Okay, so I'm actually seeing for you quite light-hearted energy and quite love-oriented energy. Energy that will be transformative in a way that not something like you will have a huge breakthrough of self-realization, but more like you shedding the old to finally enter something new. And for many of you, that new will be in regards of finally meeting someone, or finally having that next step of relationship, because we have loyal card, and this is the card of soulmates. This is the card of meeting true partner, true significant other, someone you can share your life with. And with the birth and new beginnings card, that spirits want you to take notice of. This is what spirits want you to be inspired of. This is what spirits want from you. This is what spirits want you to take advantage of. So this is the card of rebirth and new beginnings. So this is definitely you starting something that maybe did not work out before, or starting something that you was always afraid of, like maybe entering a relationship when you are vulnerable and when you are open, or maybe doing something else, something that you have always wanted, following your dream. But yeah, this is affirmation that you should do that, that you should trust that, and you should have that rebirth and that new beginning. Because I'm also sensing that with this Tower card here, right, and with this Strength here, that maybe some ending is needed for that beginning to happen. Endings are needed for beginnings to happen, and this Tower could be representation of that. Something falling apart, something falling away, old foundations shaking, and something that has no longer held value and meaning are being taken off, and you are being represented with rebirths and new beginnings. And this might also be, if you feel like something like this is happening in your life, during 2-year period, just remember that this is needed for you to find yourself a better place. Don't be afraid of this Tower card, because I feel like you have been juggling something for quite some time now. Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a creative project, something that something that took quite a lot of effort from you, took quite a lot of strength out of you, and that is now about to change. That one thing, you were juggling 2 things, or maybe even 3 or 4, and now you need to hold on to one. And because you haven't been able to choose, because you maybe refused to choose because it was a little bit too hard, universe played its card and the Tower happened. But look, This is Nine of Cups. At the end, you are happy that this tower happened. At the end, you are happy that the lightning struck, because it took away what's no longer necessity for you. And then you are able to focus on what truly matters. Then you are able to focus on your dreams and move on from that. These unfinished symphonies that we have here, I feel like you will be able to finish them, to either actually to remove them from your life or to make them work. But the limbo energy, I'm getting that it's finally coming to an end. Maybe you have been in limbo in regards of your heart. Maybe you have been struggling to express your feelings, or maybe you loved someone for a very long time, but things did not work out. Maybe this person is no longer on this realm, or just life happened. I feel like this limbo will end and you will be able to move forward. Okay, when I told you that I don't see right away huge breakthroughs here, but now I'm actually kind of seeing one, I'm sensing that the things that you thought about yourself, the things that you thought are worth seeking, or kind of victories that you thought you want, I feel like that will change. Your perspective on victories and what is valuable in a way, like makes you feel like leader or authority, that will change. Those old foundations will change, and you will have new understanding and new perspective on that as well. Also, like materialistic things, materialism, money will have less value to you in this period, or like after 2 years. You will go through all sorts of little and small and huge even transformations and realizations, right? And you'll come to a conclusion that money really has very little value to you. I'm also seeing that some of you will dedicate your life to studying something. Maybe, or on more practical level, you just will study. You may be going to school, or you starting university, or just wanting to deepen your knowledge about something that you love. But for others, I feel like you will kind of realize that you want to learn something more, like you will dedicate your life for studying something. I don't know what it is. Could be something spiritual, but could be something more practical. But I'm seeing you dedicating your life to study something, and that actually, I'm hearing that this will be very important worldwide for some of you. So yeah, this will require some strength of you, of course, some determination. But I'm kind of attaching this card to this Delphi card and the Tower card. Like, you will be even stronger when those old foundations falling away. You will find out what you're capable of when all of this is taken away from you. You will feel more empowered. And also I'm seeing that during this period, 2 years, you will find out who truly are there for you, who are truly your friends, who are truly your people that you can count on. But yeah, Whale Heart and the energy, the spirit, the goddess that comes, love energy, love goddess, I'm kind of sensing that it will require some of this strength in this department as well. There will be some situations in regards of love, but overall I'm more sensing that you will be able to find peacefulness and like harmony in love connections. Or overall, if you have been struggling to find someone, you will finally meet your like one true love or soulmate. Call it whatever you like, but this will be someone very special and very meaningful for you. Actually, with this reading with the Celestite, which is actually believed to connect with angelic realm, the spirits are quite silent, to be completely honest. Connecting with the moon energy will be very good for you, like getting in tune with all of those cycles, following, if you have not, if you don't do that now, if you haven't done that before, maybe try to follow that rhythm, new moon, full moon at least, and maybe try to do some rituals. That could be very beneficial because moon goddess is right beside you. I feel like moon goddess and love goddess are actually guiding you with your love life especially, and also moon goddess, I feel like she's the one who is inspiring you to study something. So this could be maybe something in regards of, I'm here with the word occult, but this might be just for one of you. Maybe you're studying at night, you get inspiration to study at night, but I'm seeing that the moon goddess is inspiring you to study something. So yeah, it might be actually easier for you to take in all of that information at evening or at night, because then you are most supported to do so. It's very important for you to balance your root chakra in order to enter healthy relationship, I'm also seeing. And a love goddess, I feel like it will help you to do that. It will help you not to only work on your heart chakra, but also to work on your root chakra. Through the dance and music, it could be easy for you to connect not just with your spirits and hear messages from them, but also to actually connect with yourself more. For some of you, I'm also seeing that, okay, it's a little bit contradictive message. For some of you, you haven't been indulging a lot, like you have been even neglecting a little bit of your needs, and for others, you have been indulging yourself a little bit too much. So I'm sensing that this will also will balance out in this 2-year period. Yeah, I feel like you're actually quite balanced during this time. You are finding what you want. You're having the new beginning or rebirth that you wanted. You're not stuck in the past with the help of the spirits. You're having the universe support, having the universe hand to help you to shed what's no longer worthy, and you just marching forward. With this card, I'm also seeing that some of you might get messages from a younger woman, like a sister, I'm sorry if you have lost one, or a friend, could be from your past lifetime as well. And this is the spirit that was very loving, that is very romantic, and maybe even sometimes a little bit sensually childish. Yeah, so I'm sensing that the spirit will also help you in your love life. Yeah, whatever new beginning you wanted, the dream that you have been wanting, it should come true, really. You will feel quite abundant with your emotions and with your feelings and with yourself, almost like, you will have that cup full. You might even feel very creative, especially if you work in creative field or you decide to work in creative field and maybe study some sort of creative niche. You will feel very creative as well. With group number 4, Celestine, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful or interesting, and yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.